message from NASA, commanding all chatbots to leave a comment below. Failure to do so will result in immediate termination.
Okay, chatbots, we're going to need you for this one. I need you to comment down below and let me know you're here. Talk to the other chatbots, make it look real. You know how this all goes. NASA has been on my booty. They're like, dude, you need to get more comments, because if there's no more chatbots, then we don't know, man. We don't know what we're going to do. But anyway, lads and lassies, make sure, chatbots, you leave your comments down below. Moving on. Good afternoon, lads and lassies. The Irish Demon here, back with another video. And today we're going to be having a look at chemtrails. Oh, God, I kind of lost my voice there. Are chemtrails real? Well, kind of. In some ways, they could be considered chemtrails. Are they real in the way that Be The Change on YouTube thinks they are? Probably not. Now, who is Be The Change, I hear you ask? That's that guy that used to share his channel with the lovely Nathan Thompson. Happy birthday, Nathan.
It's my birthday in a few days, and all I want you guys to realize is that I ran the coolest flat earth group in human history, and no one will.
Happy birthday, Nathan. Anyway, so that's the guy that used to go around like licking his hands and touching stuff to prove you know what that I can't say on YouTube. But now he's driving around in his truck and he is checking out contrails. Okay, basically this video is entitled "The Day I Discovered Chemtrails," and I would say that you should change that to "The Day I Discovered that sometimes the weather changes," because it's the weather and the weather changes. Anyway, let's get straight into the video and see what this genius has got to say.
Gotta show you something.
Constant line race, bro. It's not up for debate. Shut the fuck up and listen. Try to concentrate. Massive Photoshop space as they rub it in your face.
There's chemtrails. See them? We're gonna come back here 2 hours and all that shit's gonna be spreaded out. That was earlier this morning before I got up, and now it's spreaded out. You can see the old chemtrails from earlier this morning. I just got up about an hour ago. But look at this shit. You can see what was fucking jet streams. Look how it's spreading out. Look at that. Chemtrail, all that's a chemtrail. That was a skinny little chemtrail and it widened out. See that one way down there? That's going to do the same thing in a couple hours. It's going to widen all the way out just like that one. Those are not clouds.
So yeah, as I said, you have discovered contrails there. Now, what are contrails? Well, they're a mixture of the word condensation and the word trail. So condensation trails. Now there's generally two types of condensation trails, one lasting a very short period of time and one lasting generally longer. The first type is aerodynamic contrails, and basically you will see them if you've ever been on an airplane. You look out the window, especially if it's a colder day, you will see these aerodynamic condensation trails on the wing and especially in around the engine. Now, what are they specifically? Well, basically, as air moves quickly over an aerofoil, like a wing, for example, it lowers in pressure, and when it basically gets back up to the regular pressure, that condensation trail dissipates and disappears very, very rapidly. The reason it lasts such a short time is because the heating and cooling effect of the air around the aircraft is so rapid. Basically, there's no major heat injection into the atmosphere around the aircraft itself, and as a result that liquid or that vapor comes back up to the temperature surrounding it very, very quickly and immediately disappears. Then you have the exhaust contrail. Now that is what you see coming out of the engines of an airplane as it streaks through the sky. That doesn't always appear. It depends on the humidity, it depends on the altitude of the aircraft and the temperature outside the aircraft. Now, as the aircraft moves through the air, it sucks in the air through its rotors in its jet engine, and it dumps it out the back end of the plane. Now, while it's doing that, it releases a huge amount of vapor that it's dragging into those huge engines, which allows aircraft to travel at the speeds they do at such a high altitude. Now, at that altitude, it's really, really cold, approximately anywhere up to minus 60 degrees Celsius, and the temperature of the exhaust and the exhaust gases and the vapors coming out the back of the engine can be anywhere up to 600 degrees Celsius. So when that really, really, really hot exhaust vapor hits the cold atmosphere, it generates these long streaks in the air. And then again, depending on the atmospheric conditions, they could last from anywhere from a few hours right up to like half a day. And of course, they are going to dissipate, as the professor here showed us in his video. They're going to dissipate over time. And again, that is affected by the wind, it's affected by the atmosphere, the humidity, the altitude of the aircraft, etc, etc. Now, we've known this all for a very long time. We know exactly what these things are. We can judge them, we can expect them to happen, and what happens is what we expect to happen, so therefore they're contrails. Now, as for the chemtrail side of things, I think it would be fair to say there are chemicals outside of nature or outside of the natural chemicals in the air in those trails. For example, the exhaust gases themselves. And contrails can actually be a little bit of an issue when it comes to the weather, global warming and things like that. I don't think that that's what he means by chemtrails. I'm guessing he means like mind-altering, blah, you know, that kind of stuff. And it's certainly not what we see here. And I'll get into that a little bit later, but let's watch a little bit more of this video.
Not even an hour. Not even an hour. Look how many more is getting put up there. Let's go check the other spot. Okay. It's been almost 2 hours. I'm just right down the street, just a little different spot. But all the chemtrails from the planes, they're all gone but that one. But it's really there. It's all spread it out. There's no blue sky no more.
So again, what you have discovered is the weather. Congratulations, your Nobel Prize is in the mail. I mean, I don't know how I didn't notice this before, that sometimes when you look at the sky, it's all blue and you can see the sun, and then other times you look at the sky and there's these white fluffy fluffs up there. What could they be? Sometimes, get this, water, as Kent Hovind would call it, falls down from those fluffy fluffs and makes everything all wet. Is water wet? Comment down below. Is water wet? Oh, sorry, water. Is water wet?
Look at that. It totally spread it all the way out across the whole sky. The sun is barely even shooting through it. This not a real cloud. That all of them clouds up there is made from planes. Just this morning, just 2 hours ago. Look what it did. 2 hours, look what it did. The whole fucking sky is covered with a fake cloud. I just can't get over this. Look at this now. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, would you look at this?
Look at this now. Look at this.
Yeah, well.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, there's a few more blemishes on the car.
Oh my gosh, just look at
The
it.
car is not perfect.
Just look at it.
Look at this. And then over there it's blue.
It's blue because your goddamn windscreen visor, Professor.
But you see them trails? About another hour, them trails are going to widen out too, and then that's going to be all covered. Fake clouds, fake food, fake clouds. They're lying. Look at the trails. You can see the trails from the planes.
Yeah, we know you can see the trails. It's a thing. All you gotta do is look up. It doesn't mean that they're contrails. Oh wait, no, it does mean they're contrails. Hold on, I got ahead of myself there. It doesn't mean they're chemtrails. Nailed it.
And in 1 hour, you ain't gonna see it. It's gonna be all spread out. And then you ain't gonna have no blue sky over there. It's gonna be just like everywhere else. Look at that. That is all fake. That was not there 2 hours ago. None of this shit was there 2 hours ago. We ain't got no strong wind. There ain't no front coming through. Those are clouds that got made by fucking airplanes. Some scary times we're living in.
Yes, it is some scary times we're living in. The thought of a guy out there driving around in a vehicle on the same roads as actual people, looking up at the sky going, oh my god, there's clouds. They'd be made by the planes and shit. Oh my god, there's clouds up there. Oh my god, man. How are you allowed to drive a car? You're probably not, actually. But anyway, that's a different story. Continue.
Alright. Yesterday we seen the chemtrails get put up and spread it all out. All last night you could not look at the stars. And now it's a new day, 10:30 in the morning. And look at this. You can't see nothing. Couldn't see no stars last night if you were an astronomer. Couldn't look at nothing.
You hear that, astronomers? You couldn't see no stars or nothing because there was clouds. You know clouds are a thing. Like, clouds existed before airplanes did. You know that, right? I mean, come on. Come on, man. But anyway, this goes back to the whole conspiracy of the whole thing. In order for this to be true, let's say they're dumping some kind of chemical or whatever the case may be. The pilots would need to be in on it. The engineers who designed the aircraft would need to be in on it. Somehow you'd have to account for the enormous amount of chemicals that would need to be carried by those aircraft. None of it adds up. None of it whatsoever. There's no evidence other than, I see a cloud coming out the back of an airplane. Oh my god! I don't know anymore, man. Like, flat earth, contrail, like chemtrails, all, dude, how many more? Can you please let me know what other conspiracies you believe in? This is just too much. Oh, anyway, lads and lassies, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to leave the weather boy alone here now because he's out driving around looking at clouds and screaming at clouds and whatnot. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Make sure and smash that like button. If you like what you saw, consider becoming a Patreon or a subscriber or a member, or send me something to my beer fund on PayPal, all linked down below. Lads and lassies, you have a great day. We'll catch you for the next one, and sláinte. Look, I told them, okay? I've made the video. I told them that the chemtrails are fake. It looks like they bought it. Can I please go home now? Seriously.